Strong, independent women that do not need a man. Where are the weak, dependent women that do need a man? Seems like we're going to have to hunt for them. I got a banger from Mankind. Let's get straight into it.
I used to say silly things like, where are all the good men at? Until I started taking accountability.
Oh my, wow. Okay, I love it.
I know I'm just an ain't shit ass
Whoa.
bitch.
Maybe I am the problem.
Maybe I am the problem.
Maybe I am the problem.
Oh my God. Only AI will save us on that.
Die past hier gewoon in, maar dat geloven jullie niet. Maar moet eens opletten.
She's a strong, independent woman and she don't need no man.
This guy just ripped.
That's okay.
A spider in my car.
Oh, shit.
Yikes.
Oh, no.
That's a little more than a spider in your car, honey.
Oh, a bug.
It's good for it.
Now that you asked, but you handled that very poorly.
Oh, I think I've seen this one. He just slowly jogged away.
You're fucking joking right now.
Run, bitch! Run!
The trainee Black Hawk pilot behind America's deadliest aviation disaster in 20 years missed instructions from air traffic control, according to an investigation by the New York Times. Rebecca Loback accidentally spoke over ground crews when they tried to warn her of a nearby passenger jet. The captain also missed instructions from her co-pilot, urging her to change course moments before the crash in January, which claimed 67 lives.
Oh my, wow. That's terrible, bro.
This woman, who was directly told by her instructor / co-pilot to turn the opposite direction of the airplane, did not listen. Because we now have the black boxes and the investigation is going on, this is what they are revealing was happening in the cockpit. The Black Hawk was 15 seconds away from crossing paths with the jet. Warrant Officer Eves, who was the instructor, then turned his attention to Captain Lobach, the woman who was flying the helicopter. He told her he believed the air traffic control wanted them to turn left towards the East River. Turning left would have opened up more space between the helicopter and the flight. She did not turn left. Not to mention, as the helicopter approached the Key Bridge, at which it would fly from south along the East River, Warrant Officer Eves, who was the instructor, stated that it was at 300 feet and descending to 200. Warrant Officer Eves evidently felt obligated to repeat this instruction again, that the Black Hawk was still at 300 feet because that was too high. Captain Lobach said she would, but 2.5 minutes later, the Black Hawk was still above 200 feet, a dangerously high level. All of this could have been avoided if she just did exactly what the instructor told her to do, but instead, she ended up taking down 70 lives.
Look, I don't know if...
That's crazy, bro. I hadn't heard of this story. Have you guys heard of this story? That's insane. Just listen, bro. What's so hard about just listening? If somebody else is telling you something to do, especially if you're in this level of position, you need to know that you need to listen to somebody else. The ego of women sometimes is such a fragile little thing, ain't it? I think men, we understand that at a certain point in life, we have to go through an ego death because men typically, we build hierarchies with other men. And we realize that we figure out who the man is real quick. It's just like on Bear Grylls, the island, they built a hierarchy really quickly of who could find food and who couldn't find food. And the guy that could find food was pretty much the king pretty quickly on this island.
Job, that's it.
Female bodies are just as strong, as fast and capable as male bodies.
You're a liar!
What are you doing if your girlfriend lifts more than you?
I would probably let her peg me if I'm being honest.
Brother, I don't blame you.
Families reveal gut-wrenching moments. What is this? 4 women, 2 men. They're carrying a casket. What is this? Oh God, don't let this be bad. Please don't let this be bad. Get in there, honey. Get in there, honey. Lift it up. Oh my God.
Oh, brother!
This is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Bro line inside there's probably a result of DEI.
Oh.
Yeah, honestly, who's fucking...
This is horrible. Couldn't even lift up the casket, bro. You shouldn't be part of the service if you can't lift that up, man. What's going on? DEI just needs to be misspelled to DIE. This is not helping people out. It's hurting more than helping. Chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Like, DEI is actually hurting more than it's helping. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree.
Are men stronger than women?
How are we quantifying strength?
What?
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Hold on.
Physically stronger.
Well, how do you quantify?
Explosive power. Grip strength is like one of the best ways to quantify.
One thought that I've been having is, how can we quantify strength and, in what situations? Because I remember you brought up somebody had brought up the situation with the roommates and who would I want to defend me? I would want the strongest person to defend me.
You just don't get it, do you? You don't.
Yeah,
Okay.
Here's maybe a good way you can quantify it. When you're walking around in your daily life, who do you see lift up more heavy stuff? Men or women? Everything that could ever be in existence, who's picking up the heavier stuff? Who's carrying the couches? Who's loading the trucks? Who's doing all that stuff?
Actually, my response to that is both.
Fuck you, science.
Stupid.
Because my stepdad will usually be one of the ones moving stuff, and
It's always the anecdotal story in it. Well, my stepdaddy, he does this, that, and that, and this, and this, that, and the third, and the whole 9 yards, and just shut up. These anecdotal stories, bro. That's why you can't argue with stupid people, because they're always going to beat you with experience.
And then he will recruit my younger sister, who is super heavy in the gym and all that. Over another
Is your
male in the
stepdad
house.
stronger than your sister?
I don't know. They're about equal. She probably works out more than him, but he's a police officer, so.
That's also the argument. I think
God.
she might be retarded.
Dat lukt fijn.
Yeah, that's how you rip your back to smithereens, buddy. I'll never understand this, bro. I'm 34 years old. When I go to the gym, I lift what I know I can lift. I don't lift heavy. Don't lift heavy weight. Make the weight you lift heavy. Sam Sulik talks about that. Bro, ego lifting, I am done with that. Maybe in my early 20s. But bro, I'm way past that now. Ego lifting? Bro, absolutely not. I'm not trying to pull my back out. I'm starting to get so old my back goes out more than I do. Like, what are we talking about here? Why? What are you trying to prove when you're lifting super heavy weight like that? I'll never understand it. He said you don't need to use all that power to use a vacuum cleaner.
That's funny because it's true.
That's good.
I throw them hands with a man too. You can be next. Light skinned?
Does she really think she's getting somebody with that?
You should have taken pants.
Meanwhile.
And undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Juliana, the Venezuelan.
Stupidity thinking that I could beat a man.
What? I'm sorry, what was that?
Stupidity thinking that I could beat a man.
What'd you do?
I went into the back alley while I was serving and I fought the line cook, going at each other for a long time. A long story. He dropped me 3 times. I got dropped. I popped right back up. I went at him again. He dropped me again. I had my eye swollen shut for 3 days and 11 stitches in my eye. I thought that I could fight a man. I don't have any ego to be like, I could beat a man. Learned my lesson. I don't want anything to do with fighting dudes. I actually was in my head of being like, no, I'm a pro fighter. I can fight this guy and I'm gonna beat him. Juliana, he's 6'3", you're 5'6". Like, take that into account, or like try to like bob and weave your way in there to like get him down. All I gotta do is get in close and take him down and then I'll choke him. I couldn't even do that because the second that I tried to enter, I was getting dropped. I got fired and he got to keep his job. There was a guy that was watching the whole time and he didn't even stop it.
And everybody learns a valuable lesson.
Juliana Pena.
Bro, she couldn't even beat a line cook, brother. This dude was over there chopping up shallots. Imagine, bro. You're chopping up green onions, just chopping up green onions. This girl comes up to you. Hey, do you want to fight outside? And he's like, I mean, chopping up these green onions sucks. So yeah, I'll go give you a 2-piece and a biscuit like I'm working overtime at Popeyes. Why not? Goes out there and puts the work on you. You come back in, your eyes swollen shut. But hey, I gotta give her kudos, bro. She at least went up to a guy she thought she could beat up, and he straight demolished her, bro. It's crazy work. When are women gonna realize that they're not stronger than us? Ain't that right, Loki? I've fallen at work and been injured. Oh wait, I should call my lawyer.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
Hey, John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. It's Levi Nichs of YouTube. Can I get some cash, please?
Morgan & 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 Morgan.
Did you know that your injury could be worth millions of dollars? Morgan & Morgan is the largest injury law firm in America, and they've recovered over $20 billion for their clients. $20 billion? That's a lot of cash. The insurance companies tried to lowball me, but Morgan & Morgan was able to take my pain and suffering and turn it into cold, hard cash. It's almost a good thing I was injured. But wait. How much is Morgan & Morgan gonna cost me? You never owe them legal fees unless they're successful. So it's completely free unless you win? Yeah. Hiring a lawyer? That sounds like really difficult. It's actually super easy. You can just go to their website, and in a couple clicks, you can find out if you have a case. And you can literally do it from your smartphone. And remember, there is only one Morgan & Morgan. Wait, but it's 2 names though. How is it? Give me the script. Oh, both their last names. Okay, I get it. Okay, roll it. You can start your claim today by going to forthepeople.com/Levi, found in the description below. So if you're injured, you can trust Morgan & Morgan. Y'all know what time it is. Loki. Can we get some freeze in the chat? Loki. Free? 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 Get the jerky. Good boy. Go to your place. Good boy. He's been a little confused because I put that little rug that guy from Instagram made me. Totally forgot his name. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. I'm forgetting your name. But I put that rug on there. He's like, I don't like this rug. But I'm like, I want it there. So you're going to have to deal with it, okay? You're just going to have to deal with that. I had to move that light. All right, mate. Let's get back into it, shall we?
Less testosterone, you're 30% less likely to commit crimes. Yeah, you're also 100% more likely to be a bitch, but
That's science, so that's true.
Bro, you're weak as fuck.
Uh-oh, that's not good. Oh, no. Her head about to hit the ceiling, bro. I don't know about y'all, but I absolutely love the ones where they like somebody gets hit and it's just the clothes hitting the wall. I love that.
Well, you got raw power, solid technique.
I'm not a princess. I don't give a darn what you think. I cuss, I drink, I full send, and I will go toe-to-toe with a 6'3", 220-pound man without hesitation. I feel like this is not going to be good. This is not going to be good, honey. We'll see, though. We'll see. Almost biggity bet you the punching machine here is probably going to win this one.
I like my...
That looked really bad.
Y'all, but to me that looked like a broken thumb, broken hand.
Yeah, seriously. It looked like she folded her wrist over. Ooh, what kind of punch was that? Yeah, let's go, baby. But just because these ladies sometimes just be thick or overweight, they really be thinking they're her. There's a new trend on TikTok called the Big Mama trend where women are putting their height and their weight. I'm actually so surprised of how many women are over freaking 200 pounds. What in the HE double hockey sticks is this? What is he? Wait a minute. What is his next clip? What?
Did this. You know, first off, your punching is horrible. Your footwork is horrendous, like the fake beanbag chair ass that is sagging behind your legs. And yeah, baby, you are definitely going to get beat up. Do not ever indulge in any type of fighting whatsoever. Just run if you can with that.
Female bodies
What is that?
are just as strong as fast and capable as male bodies.
Which means in no way are you more vulnerable to being attacked. You're just as strong as he is. So the next time you're grabbed from behind, you just say to yourself, he's definitely not stronger than me, and break out of there. And if you can't, it's definitely not because of biology, according to Representative Lindsey Williams. It's because you're a little bitch.
Oh, damn!
Things I don't want to do anymore as a single woman. Carry the groceries. Carry them. They're really heavy today, and I don't want to. I don't want to do it. I got little arms, and I don't want to do it.
Yeah, that makes way more sense.
You had a long weekend and you don't want to go to work, but you do. And you come home to this.
Don't
and
forget the
hot-
BJ.
Oh my gosh.
And a BJ, man. This woman is winning.
Winning. Men's most romantic belief is that I can be loved for who I am. That's the dream, right? To be held.
Bruh, nah. You can't be no, bro. You get love from what you provide as a man. Yeah. You just don't get love for being who you are, bro. No, absolutely not.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Dudes are very like simple-minded. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, dude, I'll get super all the time. Me too. And then like my friend will fart, and I'm like, dude, let's start a business. You know what I mean?
This is men are simple creatures. Is that a rat?
Brother,
What is going on? Just chilling with this rat, bruh? What? Oh. Bruh, oh my god. Chad, have you ever had somebody do that to you? Bro, when I played soccer in high school, you would get pantsed at the urinal, you get pushed at the urinal.
Swing that thing. Harder. Oh yeah. Oh God, I'm coming.
Fuck you, man. I'm sorry. No. You're such a good guy, and I appreciate you.
Would you say women need men?
I would say that, yeah. I'm a firm believer in that for the simple fact that I like a man who can lead. If the man can lead, that makes everything. You know what I mean? And
What leads you to the buffet?
Big bag.
Good Lord.
as a woman, I would do what I need to do as a woman. Provide, nurture, all that.
This is not a rocket science project.
Little people. Why can't we all just get along?
Hard to kill.
Bro, Jack Nicholson was reminding me of Vince McMahon in that clip. Y'all seen that documentary on Netflix? Vince McMahon? Bro, it's good. If you guys haven't watched it, even if you're not into wrestling, it's pretty solid. Like, he built a freaking $1 billion business out of really nothing. All right, let's get into the Discord and see what you guys got.
The guy told this whole story about this girl he had been seeing, how they had been seeing each other for months and multiple times a week, hanging out, texting all the time, long, hours-long phone calls, multiple times a week. And he thought things were going really well. He really cared about her. And she ended up inviting him on a week-long beach vacation with her
Oh, cheeks are getting beat. Week-long vacation, bro?
family. He was excited again, thought things were going great. And then a week before this family vacation, she called him up and was like, hey, actually, like, my family wants to keep this vacation small, so how about you just don't come? And she uninvited him. It was just very abrupt, unexpected. Like, after that, she just started acting distant and wasn't responding as quickly, which we all know where this is going. And a few weeks later, she called him and was like, hey, I have to tell you, like, me and this other guy are officially in a relationship now.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
But don't worry, you and I can stay friends.
Oh.
This is exactly something that all too many...
Bro, yeah, men deal with this all the time, bro. This is why I say you got to start playing the field, brother. Don't put all your eggs in one little basket. Do what the women do. They play the field. They got multiple men in their phone. They're texting 5, 6, 7 men. Many men. You need to do the same thing, but many women. Unless you swing that way. Different strokes for different folks, brother, man. But dude, all I gotta say is just talking to one woman is like a pregnant woman on welfare. It just doesn't work. You got to text multiple women if you're single, bro. Keep your options open. They're doing that, so why not you? Play the same game that the women are playing and let them know what time it is. Because if you don't, you're going to get done dirty. There's so many guys. Chat, put a 1 in the chat if you've known a guy that's put all his eggs in one basket of like some chick he's talking to. It's like, I really like this girl. She's really awesome, dude. She really thinks it's going to work with her, you know what I mean? And then he gets done absolutely diabolically done dirty. Dude, it happens to a lot of men. Play the field. When you play the field, you don't get super close to one woman. You see which one is going to be the best pick for you. Go where your energy is reciprocated and where you're appreciated. If you have to fight for somebody's attention, you have to fight for their approval, you have to fight for a reciprocation of energy, bro, you're not appreciated, so keep it pushing. Too many men do that. But Loki, you know what I'm talking about, dude? But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It was good to have you guys out, man. Peace.